Hey guys, Alex G462 here, and I know I'm late on this rumor, which I really don't like to talk about, but given that it's a pretty big rumor, and everyone's been talking about it, from what I know, might as well share my thoughts, and I'm probably not wearing the right shirt for this bit of news, but maybe that's because I feel like trolling you DC fans. No, I'm kidding. I just too lazy to put another shirt on. So the big news around this time is that Christopher Nolan has gotten control of the DC Cinematic Universe in the same way Kevin Feige is in control of the Marvel Cinematic Universe, and how Joss Whedon is kind of an advisor. So he'll be producing Justice League and any of the other DC movies in an attempt to get Christian Bale back into the role of Bruce Wayne / Batman, and to put him together with Superman from Man of Steel. Also, Zack Snyder, director of Man of Steel, is going to be a producer as well as maybe the director of Justice League. Again, this is all rumor. I heard about this from Latino Report, which is probably one of the most sketchiest film sites when it comes to news, at least. I mean, it seems like their DC track record has been pretty solid, but they're also the same source that made lies about Jim Carrey or Adam Sandler being considered to be in Guardians of the Galaxy, as well as some unknown wrestler to play Drax the Destroyer in that movie. And just recently, Christian Bale said no, he's not reprising the role of Batman, and I believe his response went a little something like this.
No!
I know, I'm so late on that, but I couldn't help myself. Hang on one second. Hello?
Fuck's sake, man, you're amateur.
Okay, that was random, but, I mean, I'm kidding. I love Christian Bale. But I'm happy that he said no to this, because the Dark Knight trilogy is so good on its own. I mean, there's no need for Bruce Wayne's story to continue, and hell, The Dark Knight, most of that movie is like him trying to find a way out of getting out of Batman, because it's like, look, I don't want to be Batman forever. And so Dark Knight Rises was like, hey, I found my opening. I'll get out of here. I'll start a clean life with Selena Kyle, spoiler, and I'll leave the responsibility of Batman to someone else. So, I mean, it's really self-contained that we don't need to make a fourth movie. I suggest that we do what Bane's doing, just turn our backs, walk away, and leave it alone. Now, as for Zack Snyder possibly directing Justice League, obviously Man of Steel has not even come out yet, but from what I hear from very early word of mouth, it's pretty good. But I think what a lot of people seem to forget to realize is that this was Zack Snyder's last movie, and it was dog shit. Also, I don't think Watchmen was a very good movie. I mean, the graphic novel is really important to society, but the movie was just, too long. That's why I'm not as excited for Man of Steel as I probably should be. I mean, from my shirt, you can obviously tell what I'm more excited for. But I hope that Man of Steel is a good movie. I really hope it is. But Zack Snyder's track record is not on the level of Christopher Nolan's. Which brings me to my last issue with this thing. The rumor that Christopher Nolan is in charge of the DC Cinematic Universe. He's not a full-time producer. Unlike Kevin Feige, Christopher Nolan is also a director. So he makes other movies. He may have been responsible for producing Man of Steel, but I want him to go off and do other things. I don't want him to dedicate his career to DC's superhero movies. That's why Kevin Feige is the guy for the Marvel movies. Warner Brothers and DC fails to understand that they need their own version of Kevin Feige in order to get these DC superhero movies off the ground. But they are so anxious to get Justice League out in time for the Avengers 2, or just even to rival the Avengers, that it's not going to work, because two of their key characters Flash and Wonder Woman aren't that well known to the mainstream. And then there was Green Lantern, which was an absolute piece of shit. So they got to reboot Green Lantern. And then for Batman, well, you know, if there's one thing I'd say positive about their idea for Justice League movie, it's introducing Batman in the Justice League, because Batman Begins was such an origin story that we don't need another origin story on Batman. Just establish Justice League where he's already Batman. So, I mean, I'm very scared. Again, this is just a rumor. I'm not sure if any of this is true. I mean, I want to see Christopher Nolan make other movies. I mean, I know he's got Interstellar coming out next year, but I just don't want him to be in charge of the DC universe the way Kevin Feige and Joss Whedon are. So, that's all I have to say about this. Stay tuned for in the next couple of days, or hopefully the next couple of hours, for my top 10 favorite superhero movies list. So, until then, I will see you guys later. Bye.